The clock is ticking to Halloween, and as we inch closer to the haunting hour, we are setting a chilling mood for a scary good time.
Oh, look at all that. Look at all that Halloween spectacle. Joining us this morning with spooky terminology to rattle our bones is Vice President of Editorial at Dictionary.com, John Kelly. Nice to finally meet you.
There he is. Look, he's here. He's here.
Wonderful to be here. I'm positively chilled.
Positively chilled.
He told me in the hallway, no more puns.
We might have to take the puns.
And there we go.
Thank you. He said
a whole
it.
intro of them.
We've only done segments with you via Zoom. What do you think of the joint? We cleaned up for you. We actually swept.
I'm dying to get the name of your decorator.
Well, offline.
Okay, we'll take this
Top
offline.
secret information.
So, can we do some... So, if you're new to the program, he tests our knowledge of words.
Of the vernacular.
Of the vernacular. I inevitably lose.
No,
and
everybody loses.
You both managed to win, though, really.
So, for the autumnal season, what are you going to hit us with?
Yes,
words?
we are going to go over some big, scary words in time for the season. So if you want to frighten but also impress people with your Halloween vocabulary,
Always.
that's what we're going to get into.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's dive in.
Should we get into it?
I have it
Are we ready for this?
No,
Okay.
let's do it anyway.
And I'm going to read off some sentences.
Okay.
And you're going to have to guess what the word means. Is that what we're doing? We're doing that.
Yes,
Sure.
let's go with
Sure.
it. What's the first word?
First word.
Preternatural. She had a preternatural talent for music. She could pick up any instrument and play it well.
So like,
Preternatural.
you're born with it.
Or preternatural, some people might say.
Innate
It's,
is a synonym, I'd imagine.
Preternatural.
Preternatural.
She could pick up any instrument and play it well.
Yeah,
Preternatural
so she's
talent.
like born with it.
She's born with it.
It's
Born with it.
It's an innate talent.
Exceptional. It literally means
outside of nature.
Beyond nature. And that's used metaphorically to mean doing something really, really well. You're both preternaturally good at TV.
Wow.
Well,
how about that?
There's
an example.
Put that on my bio.
Yes, and my tombstone, since we're
Are
doing
we ready for the next one?
I hope
Yes.
so.
Okay, this one can be a little bit tricky for some people to announce. Macabre.
Oh, one of my favorite
Macabre.
words.
It's a great word.
Say it one more time.
I say macabre.
Say,
Some people say macabre.
I say macabre.
You're a
what is
macabre
acceptable?
person?
What's acceptable? I always say macabre.
Both are acceptable.
Macabre.
But I think macabre is a little bit more common.
I'm not rolling the R's. I was doing the Spanish version.
Macabre.
Macabre.
You might hear macabre a little bit more in context.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the etymology of macabre?
It is unknown, but I do believe it's often connected to the Maccabees, the book of the Maccabees in the Bible, and a grisly event there.
Yes.
And that's why it means gruesome
Dark.
or horrifying. Like
That's
a
dark.
crime scene might be very macabre.
Yes.
My walk to Grand Central was macabre because of all the sights and sounds.
My alarm clock
Is-
at 1:45 a.m. is
macabre.
macabre.
Yes.
That is a JL favorite. That's
And
why I know
macabre.
that word. My father uses it.
How we doing?
So far, you're doing pretty great.
All right, third word for the spooky
Next
season.
up, I believe we have sepulchral, or actually, no, let's do a bigger one. Triskaidekaphobia.
Fear of the number 13.
That's it.
Next, number 4.
We're done. Fun fact, Triskaideka, that's the Greek for 13.
Phobia
Some people
is
do
fear
have
of-
this
I know
fear.
phobia. I didn't know how you knew the first part.
The
Marisol, thank you.
Triskaideka.
I have random things stored in the
Your head is so small, though. How do you have the room?
Because all that's there is brain.
Is the
Most
number
of it
is the number
usually-
13 up there? Do you? Are
That's
you
my lucky number.
Are you superstitious about 13?
No, I'm
not.
just a little stitious.
I actually live on the 14th floor, which technically is the 13th.
Because they don't have 13s
There
in a
you
lot of
go.
buildings.
That's
We
an
have
example of
13 here.
Triskaidekaphobia.
It's a shock to me
No, we don't.
that this business isn't on the 13th floor.
No. Okay.
Next word,
Now
Mr.
I
Kelly.
think we have sepulchral. Sepulchral. So the cemetery had a sepulchral atmosphere, especially at night. This
I
is
want
a
to
hard
say
word.
spooky is something in there.
It's definitely spooky, but it refers to something very specific where you might be buried. What's another word for where you're buried?
A cemetery, a
grave.
site,
And
a
then the thing in
burial,
which maybe a cat.
tomb.
A tomb. This is a fancy Latin word
For
that
tomb.
means tomb.
Because sep, is that the religious?
I believe the root is sepulchrum, and it just referred to a kind of tomb.
Okay.
But it's a really good word if you want to evoke a spooky tomb-like
Sure.
atmosphere. Yeah.
I will rest in my sepulchral
Okay,
and take a nap.
me too. And don't unbury me.
By the way, would we think anything he says is wrong?
No.
No. You could tell us right now the sky
But
is not the sky.
would I lie to you, though?
No, you would not.
No.
That would be macabre.
That would be.
Oh.
See, we gotta bring it all back.
There you go. News
All right,
you
one
can
more.
use.
One more.
Okay, so next one, I think we're gonna take it down a little bit.
Okay.
To susurration. This word's kind of onomatopoetic. So,
Sus.
yeah, you want to guess susurration? Hear the susurration behind the door. What would you guess that means?
That was a little too quiet. I couldn't hear.
Susurration. What do you think susurration might mean?
Shush. Quiet.
He heard a
Whisper?
susurration behind the door. It was faint, and he was wondering who was there.
Oh, a soft mouth. I'm gonna use that.
My name is Yipik. I call you Yipik. That was a susurration. Susurration.
Now I feel left out of the secret. Now they're telling secrets about me over here. I'm quavering.
I like John Kelly. That's my susurration.
My favorite color is purple.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like green.
What is happening?
He's never going to come back and
Susurration. Susurration.
That's a word
Now
you can really incorporate in your
I
everyday
will be.
vocabulary,
I'm gonna
I think.
try that at
Yeah.
home this weekend.
Now, you put us to even more of a test.
Yes.
Because dictionary.com has a competition.
Oh, this
We
is fun.
do.
Writing
So
variety.
we have a competition. It's called Haunting Hooks. It's our 3rd year, and we challenge people to write
There
in
we go.
50 words or less.
Not R.L. Stein.
Oh, hello,
Excuse
Yeah.
you.
You have to write an original opening to a scary story. And this year, if you submit, the winner is going to be picked by the one and the only R.L. Stein,
That's a
the
big
master
deal.
of the macabre,
The heavy hitter.
Goosebumps God, R.L.
Uh-huh.
Stein.
So we
Look at
thought
him.
we'd give our...
I just almost threw
We
up. 'cause
tried-
I'm
we
nervous
tried
to be
to-
put on
we-
the
Did you
spot.
did you try?
We tried.
Did
We
you
did.
count all your words?
I did
Yes,
not.
I'm a little over
Okay.
50.
I think I'm under 50.
Okay, we'll accept that balances
Okay,
out then.
great.
Okay.
I'm at 56, actually, to be exact.
Yeah.
But let's see if we have the next Stephen King sitting right over here.
who's
R.L.
first,
Stein
Brittany?
over here.
Marisol, you're
Marisol
first.
Sita is first with her macabre.
All right, everybody,
story.
everyone, let's have a susurration, please.
The streets of New York have a funny way of welcoming you. 1 minute, the dreamy smell from a pizzeria makes you happy you made it here. The next minute, a maze of lanternflies rises from the asphalt and engulfs you.
Some amazing vocabulary going on there. Engulfs. Then you got lantern flies.
It's not very scary, though, is it?
It's setting a
I'm
scene.
not scared.
It has a lot of atmosphere. It sets a
Thank
scene.
God.
You got a character involved, and that makes for the good opening of a story.
Thank you, sir.
I want to read what's next.
I would like to know where this is going as well. What else do you have?
I would like to know where it's going as well. Lady Yipik.
Mine was to attract the younger audience, okay?
Now let's hear it.
The day started like every other that came before it. Dark, too early, and with sleep-filled eyes, reaching for her phone, Alex blinked with vigor as she adjusted to its light. It was only when the screen came into focus that she was fully awake, face to face with the horror of reality. Instagram was down.
I mean, if R.L. Stein doesn't pick that,
what
are we even
love
doing?
the
Isn't that a
humor of
horrifying
it.
tale from
I love the
millennials?
humor of it. The only thing
Terrible.
that's scarier than having to wake up in the morning is when social media is down. Are we right or are
That's
we
very
right?
People lose
spooky.
their dang minds.
and you had the omnipotent voice. You
I
referred
tried.
to Alex. You were the narrator.
Yeah, it was told from a third person
I like
omniscient
to-
narration.
I like that business. John Kelly, will you come back, or have we scared you?
Absolutely.
Have we scared
Nothing
you?
about this was scary. It was only
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. There we go. For more information and to enter the Scary Story
gosh,
Writing
please do.
Competition, head over to dictionary.com.
I think I may enter under a pseudonym.
Me too.